Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So, today I'm thinking we will continue playing around in our desert and maybe try for either a different ruin or just a different look to the first one. But we're going to do sort of a mountain village ruin, probably on the side of a mountain today. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it, see what we get out of this. Gonna delete our basic cube. I'm going to bring in, I think today we'll do a plane. And let's make it 100 meters. Not that big a plane. We may need to go bigger. Less plants on something like this so we have more options too. Or maybe we can do several. We'll see. Anyway, let's subdivide it. Also 50. So keep it to 2-meter squares. And let's build us the side of a cliff. Just you can use the C. Something like that. Turn on proportional editing. GZ. Make it bigger. Raise it up. Sure. It's a good start. And then C. Actually, let's just unselect C. Select something else kind of random. Get a bit more. Cool. And then 7C. Great, that. GZ. And just make it this way too. I'm just trying to select some stuff to keep it from being too terribly interesting. This is not going to work though. Control I, let's invert. I'm going to just select this and I'm just going to delete it. There. Yeah, X faces, yep. Cool. And I think maybe I'll do the same thing here. Or actually just select all that, SZ0. Cool. Yeah, all right, let's keep going. I'm gonna try to go to the edge now. And G, and that, and G. That seems like a reasonably organized cliffside. The geometry is god awful, but let's see if we can remesh it. Before already. Quad remesh. Let's go with 500 just because we've created quite a bit. Remesh it. Looks like it did a reasonably good job. We may have troubles with this area here. I maybe shouldn't have deleted it, but yeah, thanks. Yep. Morning. So we're just starting the basic block in. So got that. And let's bring a person in just so I can check my scale. Here's our dude. Still pretty small, honestly, like this terrain. I might make this just a little bit bigger. I might just scale it up. Maybe scale on the x-axis too. Yeah, Control A, rotation and scale. Cool. Now, got that. We could just play with it, but let's see. F4, let's append auto trainer, which I still have here from yesterday. Grab the nodes for that. Add modifier, geometry nodes, auto trainer. Yeah. Yeah, boy. That looks pretty damn good. I think that's sort of the desert vibe we're looking for. The only thing I want to do, I think, is let's just go in here at least initially, I want those to be smooth. So we won't apply the terrain change to that detail. Assign, tab. Yeah. Cool. So we have like sand that goes into rock up a hill. Cool. And I just have this feeling I'm gonna need more. So let's give ourselves some more. EY3, no, undo. EY -5. Let's go more than that. Yes. Sure. Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R. Give me a few more. Cool. That just gives us more sand to put a camera up around. I like it. And I think we can just put some rocks and stuff on the side here. That should be fine. Just have to kind of more track what our scale is going to be. Like anything up to about here is fine. Past back there, we're going to have issues. I think we could do, and this is because we're still on, this might work, because we're still haven't applied. Shift S2. Cool. 2. Let's grab this face to here. And can we just rotate it? Will that be cool? Ooh, yeah, that is kind of neat. Let's try doing that around like that. Tab, and we come out, and we get full on terrain because we still have the modifier. I love procedural generating. That'll work. And we save because we haven't done that yet. New 240618. Yeah. 1 live stream run village. I can spell, right? There we go. 240618-1. Okay, so we got our that I'm good with that, and I like the way it goes around like that. It means we can kind of see like sun coming over here. I don't think we need to do it on both sides, but that's a neat little curve to our mountain, and I kind of dig it. I think I might do is just to vary it up just a bit more. We could grab some faces and just do like that, and G, make it bigger. Great, and now it's not like all the same height everywhere. It's kind of overkill, but you know, screw it. I like it. Let's do it. Save. All right. I'm kind of just trying to decide my order of operations here, where I want to do what, and I'm not 100% sure yet, to be honest. So, like, do I want to start the village now? Continue doing some more desert stuff? I think maybe we want to block in our village now, and I want to look and see what my options are for that. Couple of things I was thinking of. We could go with the Empire Sand stuff, and there's some good things in here. We got some very simple structures we could kind of beat on. They kind of look already that way. We could do auto terrainer with the tattooing set and mod that, and that might give us more flexibility. So if we, let's see, like auto terrainer, or we make our own stuff from scratch too, but you know, auto terrainer, he has his tattooing houses, and they're gonna give us more flexibility. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see about that. And I want to try to build it sort of into the side of this space. So, okay, if we're gonna do that, let's move this out of my way because I need my screen back. Okay, so a base, we want a wall? I think we need to apply our terrain. So I know I'm jumping around, sorry, but I think we want to apply our terrain. Make it real geometry. Cool, it's real geometry. Woohoo! Yay. Now, I think the first thing I want to do is kind of build a bit of a barricade wall around the bottom, at least in part. Kind of from like where it's smoother here, so like to like that. And I think the best way to do it is with a curve. So let's Shift A, mesh, or not mesh, curve, Bezier curve. Tab, delete it. And then we will draw it. So it kind of comes to there. Was I drawing on surface? Nope. Undo. 7. We want to draw on surface. Although it doesn't make a huge difference, but you know. So curve does that. Great. Good deal. Now we can come to it and we can say it's going to be geometry. What is our best? You can kind of go either way. Extrude up. Go up for this time. Let's see. Is it vertical? It's not really vertical. Okay. Let's undo that. Well, let's do width first. So we're going to make it be a wall that is going to be extruding 1.5. So if we solo it, I didn't delete it, did I? Undo history. Oh, turn off local view. Now, where's my Bezier? Where's my curve? Where'd you go? It's not hidden. I didn't delete it. It says it's still there. Oh, I don't know. Ideas are, that's an excellent question. If I figured, I'll give you an answer. I really don't know. Where is it? Where did my fucking Bez curve go? I must have just deleted it. Whatever. Do it again. Seriously, I wish I had an answer to that question. I had no idea what I was going to do until literally about 30 seconds before we started today, and then I'm just kind of winging it. So, curve, Bezier. Just do this again because I screwed it up. Great. Okay. Draw. Make sure we're still on surface. Yes. Okay. We're going to draw our ground again, or our wall again. There's our wall. Great. Okay. Solo it. Cool. We want it to be extrude 1 meter. Can we, let's see, item. I mean, tilt 90. Will it make it flat? Is it flat? Is that the question? Yes, it looks flat. Doesn't look like it's angling particularly, except maybe up here at the top. This one. There we go. 1. Let's see. Well, I guess that's fine for right. Now we should be able to add a modifier, generate solidify, and thickness up. And we must just go -3. Take it to that. And object convert to mesh. And Q sharpen. Great. 7. Is it a wall? Is it straight up and down? Basically. Not entirely, but basically. But it's going to be ruined anyway, so that's fine. I just want to get some things in place. And it's a mesh now, right? Let's build some buildings. So here, Shift A, mesh, cube, S 1.5. So that's a roughly 10 foot by 10 foot cube now. Kind of the minimum size you want for, can't make a building much smaller than that. 10 feet, even maybe a little high, but we'll go with it for film. Tab, E3, cool. So that's a 20 foot by 10 hut, their base building. All right, cool. Now, we're just gonna make a couple more of these. I think we're gonna do all in one though. So Shift D, move it over here, turn off proportional, rotate it, GZ, there, cool. And this one will make E3, we'll make it 20 by 20. And then L, Shift D, G, and I'm just gonna create a couple. And we'll probably make more in a minute too, but Alt D, oh, no, don't move it, Shift D. And here, great. And then we'll have this one even just go into that, and we can even do here and E3 and E into there. Very small starting structures. Okay, and let's do a few more. And L, Shift D, G, cool. And E3, E3, great. Just some, that could be a village kind of vibe. You know, that's what we're doing. This one, L, let's just duplicate this one, Shift D. It's good to have a couple that are rotated differently because it's not really built to a plan so much. Cool. And yeah, all right. Shift D, G, take it to up here. Go over here. R. Clear. E3. Is that enough to start with? Maybe that's enough to start with. Let's save that. And then let's bring in the Tatooine buildings, which we're probably gonna have to tweak anyway, but hey, you know, whatevs. Tatooine kit. Okay, and we're just gonna come to our building because we're going to be there. So let's take this entire thing and this and join it. And it makes it all that one thing, which is good. And then let's solo it and edit again. And Control L, all those. And let's set them to assign empty wall A. Cool. Come back out. And if we look at it, we should have a very boring ass. Yeah. Are they floating? Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Each one of these now. Let's go back to edit mode. Solo it. Right. Select those. P, or yeah, P, separate by loose parts. Cool. Then exit auto. Then each one of these is going to be individual origins, Shift-G, or object, set origin to geometry. Great. Now they're there and we have real buildings. Cool. And they have sci-fi shit on them that we have to get rid of, but it was a good starting point. So, because it's not Tatooine, I just wanted the desert buildings. So maybe, what's the best way? I'm gonna have to do it individually now because I made them all separate. That's fine. Setup, no roof. Where are we? Walls. Some on both. Yeah. Probably I just can come over here and just delete these things and that'll help me. That's just the easiest way, sadly. Delete, 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 delete. And that might do it. Let's see. And Z8. Let's just look at it. It's all a single building. Okay, sure. It's hard to see with materials. Let's keep going. I want to come to this bad boy, tab, edit. I just want to solve it again. And I'm going to turn off this thing, see what I'm doing, because I want its origin to be there. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Cool. That goes underneath it. Great. Now here we have our wall sections, and what are they? Tatooine doors, windows, walls, all that kind of crap. Okay, so if we go here, we make this one A. Sign. And we'll have to turn it back on so we can see it. We got a door. Cool. Make this a D. Actually, let's make this one and this one D. Cool. We're gonna need to mess these up too. And this is where I'm not sure what the best way is, because like that's a building, but it still looks way too nice and new for what I need it to be. It's all right. Okay, let's kind of come in here. Let's edit it again. Solo it, edit it. 3, this face. Let's turn off. Sometimes it's easier just to work without that. And let's go. Control B, bevel. Add some more. Tab. Oh, that shouldn't be A, and that should be all empty wall A sign. Great. That's better. And maybe, let's look and see. We could add a modifier, a deform displace modifier with a new, great. It needs to be before that. Yeah, it's gonna have to be way less powerful. 0.1 with a distorted noise. And that makes it a little bit more wonked out. Not a lot, but a little. It's probably worth having though. Okay, but that's just one. So do we need this for each one of these suckers for right now? Probably. Okay. Well, we can just do this then. Control link, copy modifiers. Now they're all got that. They should have that displace on first. Yes, they do. Okay, cool. Well, let's keep going and see what else we're gonna do with this sucker. We're gonna make this one also wall A, assign, and then we're gonna make that. Let's see what's C. If we turn it on, C is kind of neat. Okay, great. This one, set it up here. Solo it, tab it. Shift S2, tab. Object set origin 3D cursor. Great. Edit. And we'll make this a door. Let's come back and see where we're at. Make that a door and that a door. And let's just see if we can look at it while we're doing it. Great, cool. And we'll make this a window, which is an E, or triple windows D. Let's go E. No, D, assign. Yeah. This one should also be D. And I think that piece needs to go away too. Wasn't sure, but I think it does. Yeah. There we go. And we come back over here. Cool. And again, let's just solo it, edit it. Keep having to jump back and forth, turning it on and off, but 2. Bevel. Material to empty wall A, assign. Make sure we're good there. Cool. We got that curve going on. Nice. We could even like take this EZ1. Why does it do that every time? Always wants to go to 1. Cool. Nice. A little bit of a, like a rim thing there. I like that. Trying not to get too caught up in any one of these, so let's just jump to the next one real quick. Object set origin 3D cursor. Cool. Tab 3. This door is B. Let's see what it looks like. No. A, assign. Great. And wall pieces. Cool. Nice. All right. Cool. Come back in, tab. This thing, tab. Let's just grab the outside edge. Come on. Bevel it. Make sure it's that material. Good deal. And excuse me. This one, it's the same thing. I know, it's just kind of repetitive, but you know, 3D cursor, cool. Tab. Let's see which wall. So we want to make a door. We'll make this wall the door. Well, first let's take the right order this time. Bevel it. Make this wall the door. We'll make this a wall piece. We'll make this a window triple, which is D. Tab. Cool. Save. This bad boy here. Do it next. Tab. 1. Shift S2. object, set origin 3D cursor. It just becomes interesting when you have buildings on multiple levels. Otherwise, you don't have to do this once, but because we do, what are you gonna do? 2. Great. Control bevel. Cool. 3. Make these 2 doors. Make these windows. Make this and this. I'll see assign tab. Cool. Nice. One more. I think that's all we got left, right? Tab 1, Shift S2. Object set origin 3D cursor. Great. Tab 2. Control bevel. Let's see where we're at. This one's gonna be kind of almost eaten up by the sand. That's fine too. Let's maybe make, can I make this a door B? What does that look like? That's kind of neat. We'll do that. Sure. Just so it's a little different. And tab, and why don't we take this and inset it and E and bevel it. Make this a wall, triple Windows D. Cool. Just to give us some shapes. That looks cool. Now, how the hell are we going to make this look more ruined? Well, wall 2. Wall, I think that one we're going to cheat a different, we're use a different set of tools for that. Let's do BPGeogen and ruin. On it. Cool. And we do not need the plant this time. Fire we can just get rid of. And grass we can just get rid of. There's no grass on top of this one. This sucker here, we're going to see ruin. Demolish radius is going to be way bigger. Where is it? Where's my demolish circle? I don't know. I hate that it doesn't show it to you. Add demolish. Where is my demolish circle? 0, 0. If we just increase our radius, eventually it should start, yeah, crushing the center of this wall. And now we can kind of move it if we want to, right? So that's fine. We just kind of wanted to crush a hole in it. Stone distance, we can allow those to go further out, right? Cool. Yep. Now, just to make this a little bit more wonked out. Morning, Michael. Let's see, what do we got? Okay. 3. Coplanar. No, I see. How do we want to do this? Actually, we can just do another displacement modifier. Add a modifier, deform, displace. We just use the same materials before, I don't care. Oh, that'll wonk it out a lot. We move that before our ruin generator. Turn it back on. Our wall is going to be all over the place now, which is kind of cool. Yeah. I like that. That's working for me. Okay. Let's just go ahead and apply that. I think we're going to use it. And convert to mesh. Ah, get rid of the rocks. Damn it. Don't want to do that then. Not yet. Geometry nodes. Just go fix it. And we want which one? Come on. Ruin generator. Just select that. There we go. Okay. All the way to the end because these are not built super well sometimes, and we need to like, let's see, group output, shift A, search, realize instances, throw it there. Now we should be able to apply that. And let's apply everything on it. Object, convert to mesh. Great, it's applied and we got our stuff. Nice. Okay. What's this sand one do? I'm curious. And when I'm curious, I'm going to play. Sand generator. Well, let's save first, just in case I do something stupid and I have to restart Blender. Sand generator. I don't have a lot of geometry on this thing yet. It should be okay. But it's not. Seems kind of neat though. I want to be able to like distort this thing, and to do that, we're going to need to realize instances and apply modifier. And now it's a real building. Now can I sand it? Let's see. Turn off displays. I know, famous last words. Exactly. Yeah, we can't. Okay. So no, that's not going to do it for us. I get what I think I get what it's doing, and it's just not. It's bullying things, and this is because the geometry is kind of wanked out. It's not really great, but that's fine. I'm not hating on this anyway. And I'm going to do a little bit more to even it out that I think might help too. But we are going to need to apply all of these. Realize, apply. Realize, apply. Realize, apply. Realize, apply. Realize, apply. Realize, apply. So this should all be real geometry now. Let's just make sure that that still looks reasonably okay. Yeah, oh, that's not bad. Okay, that's better than I thought it would be actually. So that's cool. Now, I want to go grab that sand terrain that we made yesterday because I liked it, and there's no point in rebuilding it again. So let's do that. 17. Yeah, there it is. And material. And was it sandstone? Yep, desert sandstone. Append. So tab A U cube projection. Let's just see what it looks like on this thing first. We're going to change it, but I want it to desert sandstone. Great. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted it to be doing. Cool. then can I apply the same one to here? And what does it look like if we do? It looks good. That's how we would want it to be. This bad boy here, Tatooine plaster. I'm gonna have to change a couple of these, I think. Let's just join all these together again. So I only have to do it once. And if we change that to sandstone, cool. Yeah, that will basically work for that. Okay. And then what's this material? This material is plaster dark, which we're just going to also make sandstone. Good morning. Okay, and we have now nuked all of that terrain. Okay, but let's play some a little bit. I had this, I was doing, this is not a new technique, but let's just save. I want to just grab, I'm just going to edit this object because it's the easiest one to see. Great. And shading. And we have sand. Come here. Sand and rock. And I want to mess with this sand controls between the two. So right now, if we look at it, it has, it's doing it on ambient occlusion, which is this one. Well, let's just look at our individual parts so we can see. So the final output is that. We've really squished it together. This one is that white as sand. So coming from ambient occlusion, it's applying sand from that. We want to keep that. Coming from splitting it apart, it's getting that. So that is our height sand. Then we're getting rid of it along this one, right? No. Okay, where's the multiply coming? Screen, this one. Okay. Just to break this apart, and I built it forever ago, so I have to kind of just think what I've done. Great. So this by itself is just random sand everywhere, and we don't want to mess with that because I want to let there be sand on some vertical edges. This one is sand on flat surfaces, and then together, that's all of them together. Okay, so sand on flat surfaces is the one I want to mess with. Great, that's this top one here. I'm going to add in a gradient texture. Control T with Node Wrangler, and we can just look at that. And let's rotate, I think it's Y90. Yes. Okay. Only we're going to rotate it minus 90, I think, just to keep it the same. No, just 90. We'll just invert it. Screw you. Okay. Okay. So right now, this is our on flat surfaces, and white is sand. This is how high up we are going to let sand go. And we're going to move this to object, but it's not going to be its own object. We're going to create a new object, sphere, and we can just scale it up just to make it easy to deal with. And we come to here, and we had object. Does it jump back out? Yeah, it did. Okay, tab. Object, and we're going to select our circle. Now, theoretically, as I move this up or down, yes, we are controlling how high up we're allowing sand based off of the ground. Cool. So we want to screen these two together, right? This is that, or multiply it. Multiply it. Yes. Shift A, search, mix color to here and to here, and multiply. And that's that. So now, as I move this up or down, oh, it's only on 50%, isn't it? 100%. Great. So I move this up or down. I can control where sand based off of flat planes goes. Cool. Now, that's our final temp view. So we'll still have a little bit of sand otherwise, but if we go, let's see, up, up to wherever we want it to be, sand. Cool. I like that. I also want to add a bit more sand from the sides. So we're going to make this a lot more. There we go. Cool. None sand. And then the only thing I want to do is that's just like really sharp. So that's too sharp for what we want because it looks artificial when you look at it to the side. You're like, yep, it's just a flat, smooth sand everywhere. So we come here then, and this was our height controller, right? Yes. And then from this one, we want to cut off the top edge, but only the top edge, which makes it kind of complicated. Because if we do, the easiest thing to do is like, oh, look, I'm going to do a noise texture. I'm going to come here. I'm going to add a mix color to here. I'm going to make it a multiply and 100. And then I'm going to mix this into that. And then if I look at this, great, we have it so it now controls, and it's still going the same thing. So all we would need to do, this might even be okay, but let's try it, would be Shift A, search, ramp, add a color ramp, and crank that up. Great. But see, now we've gotten rid of most of our sand. So now we don't want to do that on the bottom. So I think what we need to do, and this is where it gets kind of fun. Let's try this. Here is our coordination control by the object. If we look at that again, great. And we look at the invert, that's what we want. Okay, so can we take this gradient, make a new one on it? Let's just make a new gradient with this exact same stuff. Shift D, bring it up to here. And offset it, location Z, no Y, right? Because we're changing on Y. X. No. Oh, I'm not looking at it, dumbass. There we go. Y, Z, X. Great. 0. We set this to 1 or 5. Great. So now we know that this, we're going to invert this. Okay. We're going to mix these two together, this one and this one. Cool. And it's going to be screen factor of 1, and we're going to invert this. Let's see if that gives us what we want. Yeah, it does. Because now we look here, and now we're only cutting into that top part with this as this moves up and down. And hopefully that'll give us more of what we need. Okay, we're getting there. You guys knew everyone wanted to have a mad shader node session today, right? That's what's fun. Scale. Cool. And great. I just want it to be a smoother fall off than that. And so our gradient texture right now is just a sharp 0 to 1. How do I make that into a fall off? Can we zoom in? Is there a fall off? There is a fall off. Okay. There is a fall off. It's just very sharp. How do we make that bigger? Over here. Shift A, search. Math node. Go here. I'm not adding. I want to multiply by. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to increase that range. Because I want it wider. How do I do that? Is there a way can I do it with scale here? Scale Y, X. 1. That looks like, well, that's a changing it. So let's see what that does. Can we, pushes it up. I'm trying to remember here. I have done this before, but it was a really long time ago. What happens if we scale this? No, it doesn't really matter. I really want this to work. We're getting close too, so it's just annoying. It's got that edge, and that's the edge I want to just increase. Map range. Let's just see. If we increase, yes, that's how we do it. No, that changes the whole thing. That changes that. Let's close. We're getting there. Don't clamp. That makes it super sharp. I don't want it sharp. I want the other way around. But it needs to go to 1. I just want a wider, smooth. Minimum of -5. No. -2 and 2. Does that that sharpens it? All of this sharpens it. I want to unsharpen it. Is there just a blur node? That would be great. I can't even remember. Let's see if there is. Blur. No. Ah, come on. You have to watch me, try to remember how to do something I haven't done in like 2 years. And I did it following a tutorial before, so. Because that's what we want. Only I just want it to be smoother. I mean, this is still better than we were before. Maybe that's okay. That actually looks all right. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself. Let's see. Well, now it gets, well, it's not awful. Just have big sections, and that's what I don't like. Where's our noise? Let's just go, can we increase the roughness and the detail? I want that to be very low. Scale. Oh, come on. It's still better than before, but it's not what I want it to be. Well, we may have to let it go and move on with this sort of thing. Yep. Oh, no, it happens, man. I'm like, I did this sometime. Just let it go. I mean, what I want is, I know what I want. I know what I want. Okay. So let's take this GZ. No. Oh, okay. Got it. What we need to do now is control the noise on the top with yet another one. Up here. And let's see. Great. And noise is that. So we want it to be 0 on our noise. Yep. Shift A, search, mix color, multiply by, and this one is -5. Let's see if that does it. G. Oh, do I have it selected? Let's see, so I can see what the hell I'm doing here. Cool. That's looking all right. Let's see. No, it's not. Ah. Well, I didn't claim to be an expert on all things. So let's see. What do we got? There's our whole thing. There's our noise that we're using to cut away. There's, yeah, or to add. Am I cutting away too much? There we go. Oh, I got a band. Okay, so that's the problem. Just staying logical to what you're doing. After a while, it's like, okay. So this one here should be what we are adding to this. Right, yeah. Multiply screen? No. Multiply. And do I need to invert? Let's see. Cool. That's looking, I think that's helping us. I think we're better. Here. Here. Where is our noise? Maybe 5 is too, minus 5 is too much. Let's go to 0. Or 1. Which number was it? Which one am I editing? I am so confused. No. X, yeah. There we go. We add just a little bit there. Cool. And we bring that to there. I think we're good. Did we better? Are we better? Let's see. It's not all even. We got a little bit of a. Well, we're just going to go with it. Okay. I have now wasted 20 minutes on, shaders that no one cared about but me probably, but hey. Let's highlight that again. I'll still probably try tweaking it afterward, but there comes a point on solo. But all of those buildings are now built into that same shader, so they get the same merging of it, which I think helps sell that they're part of this world. Maybe we don't quite want that. We just want to have the same sand, but we could do something else. What if we make that a new material? We'll make this sandstone 1, 2, or just delete it. There we go. And we're going to call it buildings with sand. And maybe we go back to this Tatooine building here, which I still have. Yes, tab. Grab this material here, shading. It's not empty wall. Come on, dumbass. Sathina Bareness. Okay. That material there. Tatooine plaster. Great. We're going to try it. Group it so we can copy it. Plaster. Come over here to these guys. Buildings with sand. Delete this. Paste in the Tatooine plaster material. Let's see what it does. Yeah, okay. So it does keeps the sand on the top, but they're a different texture, and I do like that more. I think that is cool. I do want it a little bit redder though. That's easy to fix. Or hopefully. Should be. Hue. Do we do hue saturation? Doesn't do much. Let's make sure I'm in the right place. Yes, I am still there. Good. Still the right place. Mix. Increase this factor. That gets it redder. Yeah. And we can even do color ramp here. Make this just a little bit oranger and redder there. Just a little bit. I don't know what the hell that top thing is doing. I'm not liking that now. Oh. Cube projection just to see. Why is that like so much brighter? I don't know. Bizarre. I'm not happy about it. Cool. Great. Let's just give it. Let's see what it does with Tatooine Rust. How do we feel about it? If it actually had metal on it? No. Sandstone. No. Buildings with sand. I don't care. I don't like it enough. It's just going a fucking way. That is the mess with me be removed principle. Okay. Save. I'll work it out later if I care. And cool. And that is better. We're getting there. I'm not unhappy with this. Those buildings look old, and that's cool. I'm good with that. I think I might. Let's see, tab L X vertices. I'm just gonna get rid of the doors. L X vertices. I feel like ruins are better when they're just empty holes. Yep. Oh, well, we missed one. Cool. Great. All right, let's start playing some more then, finally. Again, I apologize. Let's go grab some more rocks. I like those ones we used yesterday for Empire Sands, so let's grab them again. Small. And I'm just going to come up here into collection and grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do those 5 for right now. Maybe this one too. Drag them over here. Just get the 1. Should have got them all. Just did the 1. Fine. And 7. I want to normalize them in scale just a little bit so that they're closer together. Control A, rotation scale. Control A, rotation scale. Great. And we're just going to move these to rocks. New collection, rocks. Okay, that rocks. Da-dum. Then here, we're going to geoscatter, select it, and rocks are here. Select objects, scatter on that, and scatter objects. And it's going to give us probably way too many. Yes. No. Okay, save. So rocks. First thing we're going to do is cut our distribution down a bunch. So we have some, that's good. Then we are going to set them to a slope without an absolute, and that will help bring it back better. Cool. Then let's make these and this new collection village, and we'll come to our rocks and we will proximity repel from our village, minimum of like 2 meters. That'll just keep them further away from our buildings, which is good. Right, then we will offset them, push along surface normal minus 0.2. That far down, minus 0.1. Yeah, minus 0.15. Cool. With a random 0.5. 0.05. Minus 0.05. Okay, you can still see the rocks. I like it. I'm gonna come over here, select them. Well, first off, yeah. I select them, select this, control link materials. So these should all be desert sandstone now. Yes, they are. So they all have the sand on top now. Right. Unsolo. Great. Better. I like that. It's not enough, but I like it. Let's grab a few more just sort of fun terrain pieces. Let's see what we can find. We could do some big rocks, but we are gonna, we'll grab some stuff from a different collection. Let's go big, medium, smalls, Astronova, environments, foreground assets, and it has just some like rock groups we could use. Let's see what they look like. We're gonna change the materials on them, but down, and we make that sandstone desert. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Let's set a camera so I'm not always jumping around like that every single time we do something. Okay, yeah, that's super good. I really like how this merging these terrains together, like or these materials together, kind of helps set a feeling that, you know, they sit in the plane, like that sits perfectly on top of that other one. It's great. Rock group here, it's just saying that. Down slightly, and materials. Cool. And we could throw a few fun ones, just kind of cuz. Got this big one here. It's kind of neat if we like it there. I mean, it's outside of our shot right now, but let's just see what it looks like if we materials. I don't know if we want it right in front of our wall, but we do like it. We like it. You there? Yeah. And everything's starting to fit together nicely. Pleasingly to me. Let's see if we do, this is a rocky ground. If we scale it up, bring it in, 7, and then G there. Let's see. And then we give it the same material. Get a couple of minor rocks, but we get some interesting conversion of shapes. Yeah, no, that's cool. Let's use it. I do love it when a plan comes together, particularly after you've spent, a shit ton of time working on it, hoping it does. Okay, let's edit our ground now just a little bit. We're getting some like bumpages here I want to play with. So this, let's just go to sculpt mode and drag this bad boy up a bit. There, there. I just want to make sure there's nothing that's like floating in midair, which there's a little bit of here. Maybe a little bit more of there. Cool. Object mode. Yeah, baby. And all those rocks. Look at all that sand. I hate sand. No. That is still bugging me there. Let's fix it here. Sculpt mode. Let's make it bigger. Cool. Better. Object mode. I was thinking of making this village bigger, but I think this is enough size and I'm okay with it. I like it reasonably well. I do think maybe I'm going to just come here and edit this terrain just a little bit. And 3C, select these and proportional on, shrink it down. Give us a little more. See how we feel about that? Yes. Oh, we have it sticking out the bottom. We don't want that, but we do like having this other stuff. So there we go. So we got a little bit of, and it automatically adds our sand, so we get a little bit more ground plane, as it were, here. We can even give ourselves a bit more like that. Great. Yes, that is better. Cool. Yeah. Do I have another blender open? No. I need to open back up. One I don't have open yet. Okay, so just create a new blender. I want to grab at least one truck to put in here, just to give us some of that modern element from the world and to contextualize things a bit. I also think I might want a few more rocks. While it's loading up, let's set up our camera. And it doesn't look too bad here, the sand. That's fine. I don't need to worry. I spent all that time worrying about like, oh, is it going to look like it's too sharp at the top? It doesn't. It's fine. You got to watch me screw around with nodes randomly for a while. I'll go more this way, particularly because we created that whole cool curve around the edge. So we'll get in a little closer. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Save. I want a few more rocks, I think. So let's go back to mine, which is say Empire of Sands, rocks, medium. Because these are kind of neat looking. Put in this here. Down. Yeah. Link materials. Let's see. Kind of take it down even a little more. Yeah. Cool. I like that. And then maybe one more kind of here. This one's just a little too flat for me. Oh. There we go. That's okay. There we go. That's working. Then where's my other blender? You opened a new blender. Where did it go? Blender, new blender. Okay, there you are. Open. Yep. Just go to Needle Canyon. Sure. Do we want more plants? Maybe. Let's see. Which truck we want to use? Let's grab this truck, which over here is truck 2. Select objects, copy objects, come back to ours, collection, Control V, M, new collection, truck 2, just to keep calling it that. Sure, why not? And G. Where do we want to put it? We want to be able to like see some of the stuff if we're going to bother having the one with the stuff in it. Probably. It doesn't need to be the like organizing like idea of the thing though. Why is it only moving on that axis? Okay. There. That's probably good. Let's see. That isn't maybe an excellent place for the truck. Let's just move it a little bit further. Yeah, so it's not tangenting that. Got a truck there. That's cool. Maybe we'll put just a motorcycle, like it's parked. New collection bike, just so we're good with it. Bring that to like here. We can even kind of lean it. Let's go to local on it. Cool. No, not like that. Not right there. Maybe let's G7 R there. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. How are we doing? One more rock. Maybe here. Yes. Cool. Yeah. We got this village. It looks ancient and ruined. And we're gonna give it a sky. Which one? Again, let's do another map paint, but I don't care. 40, what's in 40? Those are very bright. Bright is good. Let's do 1069 seems good. I mean, and yeah. All right, yeah. I mean, let's change. Let's see if we like it a bit at another angle. No, that's way too in your face. Better. Probably too backlit. Too backlit. I think that's pretty close to where I want it to be. We could just maybe play it a little bit if we felt like it. That's all right. Let's go to color management and just go with base contrast. Make it a little less punchy. Very deserty. It is. It feels very deserty. I'm gonna take this, tab A, U, cube projection. Better. I actually want it to be a bit bigger in scale. UV editing. Let's see it. That's okay. Yeah. I think maybe You're gonna be the one to save me. Um, yeah, we'll let it be a little bit rocky too. Cool. Depth is your friend. Anything you can do to add layers in front of other things, you'll want to keep doing. Now, I am not going to use that hologram because holy Christ, is it expensive. It's just so many light things going that it takes forever to render. But we'll open yesterday's. But we'll bring in the drone without it emitting the hologram. That's kind of where I'm going with this. I like the drone. I'm not sure I want the hologram. And the drone itself is cheap, so we can put a couple of them in there. Oh, relatively cheap. Okay. Cool. Save. Again, I think we'll avoid people just because it looks cool. um, I don't know that we're going to do plants on this one. I think it doesn't need it in here. It's more of an outdoor, really dry kind of environment. So maybe we don't do that. I like our wall. I like our buildings. I think everything is looking pretty good. I'm trying to think if there's anything that like bugs me right now. Um, no, no, that's okay. Um, yeah, site drone protocol cert. Yeah, exactly. That's what they're there. They're there to be like, yes, look, see, we have these 1930s vehicle, but there's also sci-fi, and just to give us some visual interest. Both of those two things, you know. I like this little shadow here on the ground. It's weird though, this stuff you're like, oh, what do you like on this scene? It's probably going to be that. All of this, and what do I like? Yeah, that. Um, it happens. That's what got. Anyway, yeah, I think we're pretty good for today. So, and we're right on time. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'll post it up on the socials later on today. Thanks everybody for hanging out and watching. I appreciate all the interactions. Go make some cool stuff yourself, and I'll see you back here soon. Okay, everybody. Bye.